Hey everybody, welcome back to Bucknuts Barbecue. Today we're going to be doing chicken thighs out on the smoker. We're going to do these a little different. I've been watching a lot of people do videos on competition thighs. I don't want to go to that level for this video, but I want to take a couple of tips from them and show you a new way that you may not have always done your thighs. I think it's going to turn out great, so stick along. We're going to get this one done. Thank you.
I think that flag right there says it all. A little drinking and grilling.
All right, so I'm just going to walk you through the steps we're going to take here today. Now, keep in mind, this isn't competition exactly, but it's just stealing some other techniques to come out with some really good chicken thighs. First of all, I've already rinsed the chicken and dried that off. But if you get chicken thighs a lot, there's a lot of extra skin and fat on there. So we're going to need to trim these up and square them up. I'm not going to cut off the knuckles and do all the details like I said they do in competition. But I'm going to prep them really good. I'll show you when we're going to do that. Then we're going to put them on the Visions grill around 300, maybe 310, somewhere around there today, whatever we lock that in at. And we're going to put them in this foil pan after we season them. Let it sit about half an hour. After that, we're going to take them off, put a little more seasoning on them and cover them up. When we do that, we're probably going to put some butter on the tops of these things so that can get in there. Give us some really, really good liquid that's going to soak in there and really make these really tender. And we'll do that for about an hour and a half. After that, we're going to take them off and we're going to give them a bath in some barbecue sauce. We're going to put them on the warming rack and let them sit for maybe 15 to 30 minutes, depending, until we get to that targeted range. I'm shooting for 165 today for these thighs. So that's what we're going to do. Also, by the way, we're starting to get some of the swag in. We got our Bucknuts barbecue stickers in. We're going to do some other swag and some things like that. We're going to have some giveaways coming up on the YouTube channel and the Instagram channel. So please keep your eye out for that, and please participate in that. We're trying to grow the channel and try to grow the brand. So next thing we're going to do is let's go ahead and trim up some of these thighs and show you how we're going to do that. All right, so what you have here is your typical chicken thigh that you're getting from your Publix, your Kroger, your Ingles, or whatever. Now in competition, they're getting a little bit better grade of thighs from their butcher, but this is what I normally would have. Now, normally I would just trim off some of the extra skin. If I had anything that was big pockets of fat or something like that, you've always got some right around here. I would trim that up. Basically, and I'd season them up and I'd throw them on there. I'm not too worried about appearance or anything like that, but today we're going to go a little more detailed on this. Now, we're not going to remove the knuckle, and there's some tendons around here on the back side. We're not going to worry about those, but we are going to square this up a little bit better. We're going to roll it up and get the skin covering everything, and we're going to put them in the pan, and we're going to do them in the pan like that. So let's go ahead and get started. So obviously, as you can see, we have a lot of extra skin on these, and you're always going to come across pen feathers and things like that. So we're going to kind of square this up over here. We're going to come in right around here. Now also keep in mind, when you're doing this, you're going to compromise. You're going to give up a little bit of the meat that you would normally have if you just threw the thighs on there. But we're looking to get rid of all of the extra stuff that we don't like, and just take it all off. So we're going to go ahead and get this fat off of there. And right there, I've got some bone actually right there. And this little lump right here, we're gonna actually square this off here too. Like I say, you're gonna compromise. It's kind of a trade-off here. You're gonna get rid of some of the meat that you would normally have when you're doing chicken, but you're gonna have something that looks a lot better at the end, eats a lot easier, and it's a good way for your guest to enjoy. Now the big thing is here, when you flip this, make sure you've got enough skin so that when you roll this up, you know, we're going to form this up a little bit, you know, you've got everything covered there. Okay, so let's just go over, and once again, we've got some fat here. Let's get rid of all that. And then just kind of take your hands, work around there for anything that would look like when you're eating this would be a problem. You don't want anything chewy. You want this to come out really tender and get some bite through chicken. So like I said, I'm not going to go to the degree that they would for competition, but basically we squared this off, and when you roll it, you're going to prep it, you're going to stretch the skin over it, and ballpark, that's the look you're going for. Now in competitions too, a lot of times they'll take this skin off actually, and they'll take the fat off that, and then they'll trim up the chicken, put it back on, and then reattach the skin. That's just something I don't want to put a lot of time in that for chicken. I'm doing on the barbecue for some friends coming over swimming today. So we're going to go this way. It's going to improve what we do normally. And I highly recommend you guys give this one a shot. All right, so we cleaned everything up. Like I said, this isn't exactly how good the guys in the competition would do it, but this is basically what we're looking for. Okay, in competition, you turn in 6. They'll do a lot more. They'll pick out the best 6 because they're worried about having symmetry on size and appearance and everything. But this is what we're gonna go with. So the next step is I'm gonna roll these on their back. I'm gonna season them, let them sit for about 30 minutes, roll them back over, give them a dusting on top as well. And then we're gonna get a little bit of liquid down in there, and we're gonna go ahead and put them on the Vision Grill smoker. So we'll see you in a few. Okay, we've seasoned these thighs. They've been sitting here about half an hour. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna turn them over, and we're gonna season the skin side. I'll wrap and clean them up a little bit before we put on the grill, and you can see right there, occasionally you're not gonna get everything perfect. It's not a problem. A lot of times now in competition, you don't even need the skin. So we'll probably work on that. But today we're just going with Zatarain's Creole seasoning. It's just got basically everything you need to get on there. And then we're gonna put these on the smoker, like I said, about 310 for half an hour uncovered. And then we're gonna put butter on them. And then I'm gonna give them a little hit of this Weber's Kickin' Chicken. I love this stuff. It's got a little orange peel in there for a little unique taste. It's got a little bit more heat that I pull off on the Creole seasoning. Like I said, then we'll cover these with foil. We'll go about an hour and a half. Take it off, and then we're gonna give them a bath in barbecue sauce. Put them on the warming tray, back in the smoker. We'll say about 15-30 minutes, depending, till we're shooting for that internal temperature of 165. So I'm gonna get these all ready to go on the smoker. We'll fire up the smoker. I'll meet you out there.
All right, so another beautiful day here, and let's get this thing going. So we're gonna fire up the chimney using one of our tumbleweeds. All right, now we're gonna let that get going. We're gonna come back in. We're gonna fire up the old Vision Works grill over here. And I've already got my charcoal ready to go. So once again, when we get this all hot, we're going to shoot for 300, 310. Once that's on there, we'll pick it back up. We're just about at that 300 degree mark we're looking for. I've got the deflector plate in there, and I put a little cherry in there today. We're going to go with some cherry wood. Didn't need much because, like I said, these are only going to be exposed to the smoke for about half an hour. Then we're going to wrap them up. But I'm going to go inside, get these in the pans, and bring them back out here, and then we'll get this started. And I don't have to worry about this temp getting too high while I'm inside, because I've got our trusty old one-eyed owl out here. He always watches my smoker for me, so we're good to go. Anyway, I'm gonna go inside. I'll be back out in a few. All right, here we go now. I've got the 8 in the front pan and those 2 bad ones in that back pan. We're not going to let anything go to waste here, though. Once again, like I said, we're not going to a competition. This is just doing it somewhat in that competition style. So we've got this at right around 305. It's been there for a few, so we're going to go ahead and shut the lid and let these go for 30 minutes. All right, we're still locked in exactly where we had it at. This thing runs like a champ. Let's go ahead. We're 30 minutes into it. And there we are. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get these in the house. We're gonna add a little more kicking chicken to them, put some butter on top of them, wrap them in foil, and get them back out. I'll meet you in the kitchen. All right, here we go. So now, like I said, we're gonna just put a light coating of some Weber's kicking chicken on top of these. Don't need much. Gonna get a little bit of that orange peel in there. And then we're gonna give each one of these a pat of butter. And then once this is done, we're gonna wrap it back up. And we're gonna put it back on the grill for about an hour and a half. And like I say, we're looking for an internal temperature of about 165. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the barbecue sauce going, make that nice and warm. And when all this is done, we'll come back in 90 minutes and we'll be good to go. Hey guys.
We're switching costumes.
You guys playing?
We're switching costumes.
All right, so I'm in the middle of filming this video and this happens. So while the kids are playing Avengers, because they love Avengers, although Daddy prefers DC, they broke the bed. So I've got to try to do a little bit of demo work because I can't fix it. It's split. But I'm going to try to do some demo and keep my eye on the chicken and get this fixed and probably drink about 10 more beers. Anyway, so hey, wish me luck. All right, so finally got the bed disassembled. Now these are up to temperature. Actually, we got these at 170 and that's fine. It's not a problem. So I've got some Sweet Georgia Red barbecue sauce. Put a little bit of honey in there. Heated that up. Got it pretty thin. We're going to go ahead and dunk these in here. Put them on here for about 10-15 minutes. Let that kind of coat on there, and then we'll be good to go. All right. And there we go. All right, let's get these off. I'm going to go ahead and put these in. All right, a little bit fell off there, so these are good to go. Like I say, you can do this with skin off, take a little more time, prep them better. Like I said, this is, like I say, no big deal. This is just something I'm doing at the house, but you can see that beautiful color that came through. Putting that barbecue sauce there on the end and kind of crisping that up a little bit, getting that on there is what's really going to set these over the top. So we're going to take these inside the house, give them a taste test. All right, here's the finished product, and everyone's getting around to eat, so you can hear all the noise. We got some kids over, they're swimming and everyone, but we're going to go ahead and start plating this up and enjoy it. So Hope this isn't making you too hungry. Well, actually, I do. I hope it's making you too hungry. So we'll do a taste test here in a second, but everything looks fantastic.
Okay, so given the whole debacle of the kids in the bed, it's been a great day here. And once again, these thighs, we're about to taste them. I had to get them quick, these two, because when I brought them in, they went flying out in the dining room, and they're wolfing them down, so they should be pretty good stuff. Anyway, once again, we want to talk about how this is not the way I normally do thighs. Normally I just season them up, cut off a little bit of the extra skin and throw them on the smoker, but a little more prep time on these, and they're going to turn out wonderful. And you can even go to the next level if you really want to up your game and take all that time to do the things. And there are plenty of videos out there showing you how to do that. This is just a condensed version of that. So I hope you like this video. If you do, please hit the subscribe button. We appreciate it. And also, too, look for us on Instagram. Let me give it a try. Bite through skin. Man, that's fantastic. Anyway, thanks again from Bucknuts Backyard Barbecue. We'll see you in the next video.